Hi and welcome to my channel. Today is very rainy, so I hope it sounds okay. I will talk a bit louder maybe. But today I just wanted to share my Hobonichi Weeks. This is the spring release for the weeks, and it's the Doraemon Do Something cover. This is my first ever weeks and I love it. Last year I had a A6 Hobonichi day free. Anyways, this came about because I got a job at the start of April, and as a congratulations gift from my partner, we went to Loft and I got to pick out a Hobonichi and cover. I initially went there for a Hobonichi cousin because I've seen that the cousin size is quite popular for work. Its size and functionality was something I didn't have a purpose for before, but now with a job, I thought it would give me a chance to try it out. I ended up, however, not with a cousin. For this, when something's not on your radar at all and takes you completely by surprise, this was it for me. And as I got to flip through the weeks on display in the store, and I really liked the size. And I had seen on Instagram many setups of weeks, and I really liked it. And then also I had planned to commute to Kobe for work, so I also thought it was very portable for me. And this reminds me of when I actually bought my first traveler's notebook. I was mulling over the color of which one I wanted to pick, and the nice staff saw me and she said, here's some advice. Imagine you are at a cafe or somewhere, and you're going to take it out of your bag. What color is it? How fun I thought that was, and I really liked the advice because I kind of imagined myself at the cafe pulling out my traveler's notebook, and I imagined myself taking Instagram photos for it, and I imagined what color was it. So it's a fun exercise maybe if you are stuck on which one you want to get. Anyways, so I picked this week's and I just gravitated towards the design. I am not a big manga fan, but I thought to myself that nowhere in the world would a planner be like this. So I thought, how unique and Japanese, and I also like that when you open it up like so, it is one full design, which I really like. And then at Loft, I picked out this Eric cover on cover. And what's great about Loft when you go is that they have these covers and they have all the Hobonichi, so you can try the covers on the different styles and designs to pick. And I really like the combination of these two, both kind of monochrome, and they seem to fit in the same story. It may be a bit busy, but I really like the look of it. Inside, I have the card and commuter charge receipt, and this blotting paper, which I use very often. I don't have a purpose for this page yet, but maybe it will come to me. And here are the monthly layouts. I started at the end of April to use this. I didn't have a purpose in the beginning, but then I decided to write notes of the things I'm working on. Sorry, there's a mailman outside. And then because it's in Excel, I use this green mildliner, and I use this blotting paper as well. So just something simple and functional for me. maybe not so designed well, but it's okay. Yeah, and so here is the weekly spread. I got this at the end of March, so I had no use for early March, but I decided to do this kind of washi design. I did all my blue washi, and I continue it for the following days here for the first 3 weeks. There is actually a Japanese Instagrammer who designs with washi, and I'm always so inspired. And that person uses a week, so I feel like I should try it out as well. And so I really like it, and I don't have much washi, so I reuse them with the color combos. But yeah, something, maybe an idea if you have empty pages and you want to kind of showcase your washi. Here, and then this is the first week. I got it the 24th. I got a job, and here are the 2 washi I use for my Hobonichi Weeks, and I use these markers and this stencil. Okay, I lost my train of thought, but I had to replace the battery. Anyway, so this is the washi I use, and I use this Hobonichi stencil and these clock stickers and these 4 mild liners here, and I use this Uniball Jetstream in the Yanagi Zome green. I really like it. I think it looks very cute. Anyway, so I initially started out with this kind of style where I write a little bit more, kind of journaling, but I didn't like it. So I started with these, putting the weather. Yeah. And so here is kind of where I started to kind of stick to a system that I started to like. I have the weather and what I had for dinner, and then I have a running to-do list here. And I got this onigiri washi from my partner, and at first I kind of was not so fond of it because it's literally just rolls of onigiri with faces on it, but I kind of try to figure out a way to use it, so I have cut them out like this and on the side, and I think it's kind of cute actually now. I think it looks nice in the space, and every time I look at them I think of my partner, that he went to Loft and picked this one for me, so I think it's very sweet. And then yeah, so I cut these out, and then I also cut out these characters, the ones that are here, and placed them at the end of the week in the empty spaces. Yeah. And so here is when I started to work. My first day is here. I have it in blue, and like this blue, and I like it because it reminds me of like Doraemon colors here. So just trying to incorporate color inside when the outside is very monotone. So I use these stickers. I will recommend these, but it's strange that they only come in sets of 4. But luckily for me, I work 4 days a week, so it works for me. But if you have more days, then you will need to mix them up. But I use them to mark my work hours, so when I commute, how many hours I work, and my lunch break. In the back here, they also say you could use it as a clock as well. but I use it as a kind of work time clock. Yes, but so I continue to do this weather and dinner and to-do list, and I've done it ever since. So and these are just the upcoming, this is this week and this is next week, and I kind of fill out my work schedule that I plan, and then I just fill this in. Yeah. But I haven't done the whole year, just until I know my work schedule. And then in the back, I actually do use the notes pages for work. Maybe not so much go into detail, but I take notes for my meeting or some research, or I do some illustrations, kind of mock-ups here. Yeah, and I used also the mild liners here to create little titles or markings, and I really like it. So yeah, just here are these like little brown markings is just covering some name. Maybe they care their name are shown. But maybe a tip I use is when I make a mistake, I don't like to cross it out, and I don't have white out that is this paper color. So I cut out my onigiri washi and I cover them up because it's so dark that you cannot see the mistake through it. And so, so maybe at the end of the year I will have all these onigiri marks throughout my pages, but it's just to show that I want to hide my mistake without it being distracting. And so yeah, so this is design, how I set up kind of design. But yeah, I have only worked for a month, so not much, but that's kind of how I use my pages. In the back, I don't use yet. I haven't thought about this because I just want to keep it work related. So I haven't thought about any work related things I can put here yet, but maybe later. And that is it. This is just like every ordinary weeks. I have this Doraemon pencil board here in the back, and then I tuck away the bookmarks since I don't use them. Yeah. So this is it. This is my current favorite Hobonichi to use, and I really, really enjoy using it. And these are all the supplies I use. If you want to take a look for yourself. But yeah, so thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next video.